The Lord which keepeth thee, he will not slumber nor sleep. Oh, the Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand, upon thy right hand. Oh, the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. He shall preserve thy soul, even forevermore. My help, my help, my help. All of my help cometh from the Lord. My help, my help, my help. All of my help cometh from the Lord.
Taylor, first, I want to just say thank you to HungerStrike4Climate for being here. You joined in a long tradition in this country around the globe of those who put their bodies on the line. Join in a tradition of those who literally have come to the position where you have put your body against the gears of the machine to hopefully bring it to a halt. What you're doing, honestly, many of the things that we have fought for in this country, from gay rights, women's rights, to equality, to ending slavery, you are doing one of the things that probably should not be as controversial. You are simply fighting for our planet. You are simply fighting for clean air and clean water. While many of those past hunger strikers fought for equality, you are now fighting for existence. You are fighting simply for us to live. And for that, we all say thank you. As we stand out here on the street, outside the park, with the yellow tape that shows the mine community in the hood, too often when folks are killed to protect the park. When we have homicides, it is ironic that they are protecting the park with homicide tape. And literally, we are trying to protect the park from a homicide as well. It is literally our goal to stop the homicide of our planet. And so that's what we are attempting to do. But to be clear, the signal that is being sent to us by this administration and all through their rhetoric is one in which we are clear that we will not forget this moment. 6 months from today will be April 22nd. It will be Earth Day. And they will try to come out with all of their pomp and circumstances around what it means to save the planet and Earth Day, and they may even paint and create the White House and turn it green and all that kind of stuff. We will not forget, though, that when we were out here, literally putting our bodies on the line, starving ourselves for this planet, that you kick us out of Lafayette Park and put us on the street, So please know that we will not forget what you did to us on this day, October 22nd of 2021. Let me also say this. We are very clear, and we know we are wide-eyed. We are wide-eyed from the standpoint that we know that Joe Manchin has been operating with fossil fuel companies. Tapes, records exist with him conversing with ExxonMobil. We understand that even last week when they were overseas at the 10 countdown at the Global Climate Conference, that the CEO of Shell was there on stage. We are clear that you are connecting the dots with the fossil fuel industry. We are also clear that the fossil fuel industry's business plan means a death sentence for our communities. And because their business plan means a death sentence for us, you have just no choice but to stand here in resistance to your madness. We also understand quite clearly that we are fossil fuel abolitionists. That we are fossil fuel abolitionists in the spirit of abolitionists that have come before us. In the spirit of Gertrude Truth, in the spirit of Harriet Tubman, in the spirit of Frederick Douglass, who stood up here against the slave traders of their day. The same slave traders, Joe Biden, that built the White House with slaves, we stand in opposition and abolitionists to those today who want to put forth fossil fuels. So let me say this clearly. I am sure that Harriet Tubman, Gertrude Truth, and Frederick Douglass, if they were negotiating how to end slavery, they would not invite slave traders to the abolitionist movement, especially slave traders who are currently owning slaves. And so because you continue to work with the fossil fuel industry, it is outrageous that you think that we can believe what you are doing. But you have left us no choice, because we stand here doing hunger strikes. We stand here being arrested because just this year, small children froze to death in Texas. Children died in Hurricane Ida. And because of that, we have got to stand here and put our bodies on the line. Because when children are dying because of this climate crisis, that means that we have to do all that we can do, whatever that means, to fight for the next generation and the now generation right now.
Yes.
So thank you for what you're doing right now. Thank you for putting your body on the line. I know it can be overwhelming. I know it can be what it can be to be in this moment. But you are a symbol to the world that we as Americans stand up.
That's right.
And we resist this madness. Thank you to all the groups, Sunrise, Evergreen Action, Hip Hop Caucus, to all the folks who are here. Let's say one last time. It's a hard one, y'all gotta say. 100 years from now, none of us in this circle will be 21. None of us be in this form we're in right now. But in the spirit of the ancestors who fought for us, what will be here will be that we stood here. If they have clean air, and they have clean water, they have a planet that is livable, we will look back upon this moment to those who are made homeless by this administration on the sidewalk fighting for climate justice. And they will say to you, they will look back and they will say, I don't know what sunrise even is. I don't even know what hip-hop even is. But what I do know, because they were brave enough to stand, I now live. And for that, I say all power.
So give me a minute here while I roll this speaker. Can you start, Paul?
It's hard to be here. This morning, my muscles hurt. The doctors say that this is about the time that your body starts eating itself to stay alive.
I've seen her have a shape. I've seen her.
Joe Biden, Joe Manchin, Nancy Pelosi, we all share the same faith tradition. I know we've all heard the words over and over. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the peacemakers. I know that I have never heard. Blessed are those who let ExxonMobil and Joe Manchin gut their climate policy. I have so many dreams. I want to have kids. I want my neighbors, particularly the older ones who live down the street, who ask me to help brush up the leaves to keep the street clean, to not have to die in their homes from heat waves. I want to play in the park with my kids without storms and heat waves and flooding. We can have these things. Yesterday I was thinking about this, and it's really so simple. Joe Biden, and even Joe Manchin, where's your humanity? Which side are you on? Will you be another round of failed leadership, who all you had were words and promises and commitments, but no action, no policies, no direct investment in our communities? It's high time you put those actions, those words into actions, those promises into policy. And for everyone here, I know you felt it with me, the fear of what if they fail? What if they don't rise to their own promises of leadership? And I know that you have similar dreams to me. And right now, I want to thank you for standing here with us. And I want to ask you to do all that you can to raise your voice, to call, to put your bodies on the line if that's what you're feeling called to do. Because we need to move the souls of Joe Biden just like he's trying to restore the soul of this nation, whatever that means.
I'm 18. I turned 18 the day before we started the hunger strike. Woo! I should be in school right now. I should have had an 18th birthday party last weekend. But instead I'm here, and I don't want to be here. I realized that over these past few days, I really don't want to be here. I wish that I didn't have to be here. But in this moment when Joe Biden is failing on his promises, when he is folding to the fossil fuel industry, when he is not stepping up into his leadership, into being the President of the United States, to keeping his promises, that it's up to us. It was up to us to step up, to be leaders, stop being afraid. We chose to put everything that we have on the line, to put our bodies on the line, all that we have. To make a case for our future. To make a case that we deserve to live good lives, we don't deserve to die. And not only do we deserve to live, but we deserve to live in a world that is just. We deserve to live in a society that is better than this one. The stakes have never been higher, and I'm risking all that I have. I'm using the power that I have as an individual to harness the power of a generation, for it will be the collective power of this generation that makes the difference in between this disaster, this climate nightmare that is seen as the current trajectory of our country and our world. Our collective power will be the difference in between the nightmare and the dream that we can build together, the society that we know that we can build together. The ability for people in their communities to fix the problems that they have, to be able to have good union green jobs, fixing the problems in their own communities, averting the worst of this climate disaster. And I believe in that dream. I believe that we can win. I believe in the young people who are sitting here with me, who are risking everything for that dream, and I believe in this whole generation to fight for their own dreams, so that young people like me can live beautiful lives, so that they can enjoy the beautiful little moments of their days without worrying about what their futures will hold, about worrying about the skies that in my community turn orange every year, the fires that burn every year, the flames that I have seen and that the rest of the people in California have seen. So they don't have to worry about when the next hurricane will strike down their home. Worry about if their home will stand. If the people they love will be able to survive. And that is what us sitting here refusing to eat until this bill is passed in its full scope means it is us making the decision that we refuse to live in a world of climate chaos. We refuse to accept the current trajectory, and we will fight and we will keep fighting. We will do everything in our power until we win that future that is worth risking everything for.
Thank you. And before we get to Abby, we're going to have a little intermission here with a song.